Hi. All right. So this is just going to be a complete Katars guide from like the lowest rank, whatever rank you are watching this, into I suppose my peak elo, which is around 2450. Uh, I have played this weapon for pretty much the entire time I've been playing ones since I've been 2100, and I am currently 2450 peak. Um, This is going to be extremely long. It's just going to have everything I know about the weapon. Um, so yeah, I have about 300 hours on Katars on Brawlhalla, so quite a lot. Anyway, if you are very new to this game, there are going to be terminologies and other stuff that you won't understand. If you are ever confused about anything, there's going to be videos in the description that are specifically targeted for understanding the terminology of this game and the complete basics of the game. So I would recommend going straight to the top of the description, and there'll be a lot of stuff there for you, to help you. So, um, first of all, I'm going to go over the purpose and use case of every move. So Katar's nlight is a stack tool. It can be used to punish. It can be used in neutral, and it's very good for reading and reacting to dodges after you hit it. Katar's sidelight is a true combo tool. I suck. There you go. As you can see, those two true combos are gonna be used a lot. Um, it can also be used to catch landings if people try to go away from you. So it can be used for that as well. And it's just fast. Like in game, this is pretty hard to predict if you that shit. But there's that. Stars D light is your anti-air on the weapon. Can be used in neutral. It can be used in strings. It's a bit like axe delight, speed delight. It's just like they're in the one to two jump zone, and you can catch them with delight. Simple as that. Guitar's net is one of the best moves in the entire game. It's a 360-degree hitbox around you. It can be used in pretty much every single situation. Neutral, approaching, off stage. It's also a true combo tool. It can be used for reads, soft reads, reactions. It can be used as a bait. You can sort of drift it. Uh, you can even use it as a string like that. But yeah, it's great. Use a lot of nair. This should be your most used move. Okay, the task there. This is mainly used for off stage and as a way to get back onto the stage. Um, don't really use it for anything else. You can land with it, I suppose, sometimes, but that's not really that's not really the best thing you can do. Okay, downer. This is probably the most overrated move in the entirety of Qatar's kit, but it is still very good. It's very fast, obviously. You can react to dodges with it. You can react to dodges after it. You can bait with it. It's pretty quick. You can also punish with it. Oh shit, that was a grandpa. You can punish with it, and you can also use it to approach. But the higher elo you get, the less useful this will be, and the more predictable this will be. A lot of Qatar's players like to just do this the entire game and then try and get a read off of it. I'm guilty of this as well. I use it quite a lot, but usually nair is better in those cases. Yeah, okay. Recovery is your killing tool. Uh, you can also use it to juggle, I suppose, because after a Katana recovery, a lot of people. That's not it. Uh, fucking, this sucks. Let's get another guitars. Fucking hell. Alright, so, um, in this position when I'm on the ground, a lot of people like to jump again. Uh, I would say around 2100 elo and above is like 100%. This happens a lot. So you can do a dash jump reverse recovery and you can catch the jump. This is something I do a lot, even now, even in 2400, even in like pro gameplay. Like there's no reason to land straight back into Katars. So a lot of people will jump, and you can take advantage of that and get a decent amount of damage. Okay, ground pound. Mainly off stage. You can use it for strings off stage. There's a like ground pound chase touchdown downer, which without a dodge, and if they are around 40 damage or more damaged, it's guaranteed to catch. You can't fast fall it, you can't jump it. You can also use it as like a read for certain dodges. Uh, yeah, let me actually get this here. My mouse isn't connected, so this will be slow. Okay. Uh, there are basics of movement. Instead of talking about them, the extreme basics, I will link some movement guides in the description as well. So if you need that, if you need like, if you're like gold, if you're anywhere from tin to low gold, mid gold, somewhere around there, that'll be very useful for you. Okay, so I'm gonna be going over gold to plat first of all. So if you're gold, what do you need to know? You need to know the basic dodge reads on Katars, and I will be going over them now. This should take a while. Okay, so I'll be going over the ones with the true combo, so that's sidelight nlight and sidelight dlight. So let's start with sidelight nlight. So with sidelight nlight, we've got oh shit, I suck. Something like that. That's around 100 damage. Um, just try and follow along, I suppose. But that was sidelight nlight there, dlight there, sidelight dlight, or sidelight nlight. Let me actually see if I can get a recovery in here. Okay, that was a bit. No, not quite, but that's still 100 damage. Okay. By the way, that's crazy, right? 100 damage in one dodge. If you get any good dodge, it's a shit ton of damage. So, especially off of satellite deal, like satellite and light has some dodges you can do that completely mitigate. Like up, you can't really. You can get like one hit, but yeah, Katars is fucking crazy. Probably the best weapon in the game right now. Uh, Undoubtedly top three. So keep that in mind. Okay, away dodge. Uh, it's 97 damage. That is bonkers. By the way, the input was just chase dodge level. Like, it's not very complicated. You sort of just chase dodge towards your opponent and then down there. By the way, no, actually, I'll leave that. I'll leave that for later. Okay, so that was away. Down. Probably gonna look something like this. That's 95 damage. In dodge. Let me see here. Yeah, so that's probably gonna be a daylight rank. Actually, no. Yeah. It'll look something like that. Yeah, that's 100 damage right there, and that's pretty much all confirmed. Okay, we've got up and away. This is another one that on Sunlight and Light you don't get much damage. Um, yeah, that's probably the most damage you're gonna get, which is just chase dodge, EC. And yeah, there you go. 2 frames, that's confirmed. Okay, down away. Uh, that's 94 damage. That's absurd. Down in air. Um, yeah, something like that. That's 113 damage. Up and in. Uh, yeah, it's just gonna probably be around the same thing. You can't really get much off of this. Yeah. Slighly just isn't very good at getting like the full damage, but it's extremely easy to react dodges off of it, so keep that in mind. Okay. Well, that's it. That's every dodge. Okay, cool. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, if you want to do the half pipe, there's many videos on YouTube that explain it better than I will, so I would recommend watching them. But just practice it in training room for a while. You literally just side light, jump, look the other way down there, and then you just side light. You just keep going. If you are very low, like silver or bronze or tin, a lot of people just won't dodge. They won't. They just won't dodge. So you can just keep doing that infinitely, and you get the gold basically free. And yeah, if you learn the basic dodges as well, a lot of people in lower elo will dodge either spot dodge or dodge in only. Some people will dodge down or away, but those are the two most common, even in like gold, low plat. So keep that in mind. Anyway, let me go over the sideline D light region real quick. So uh, yeah, I just didn't have enough space there. Let me try that again. That's not what I meant to do. Oh shit. Huh. Maybe it's just yeah. I think this makes more sense. Yeah, that's like 80 damage right there. I think I can get a bit more than that. No, yeah, like 90 damage. That's quite a lot. Okay, that's a shit ton. Up dodge. Okay, so now with Satellite Delight, you can actually catch this and get a bunch of damage for it. I suck. Yeah, there you go. That's 85 damage right there. For a dodge where you could only get one extra hit on Satellite. So that's very useful. Okay, this one, this read I'm about to do catches multiple dodges, but okay, I shouldn't do like that actually. It's like just chase dodge towards them and then down them. So one of the ones that catches is away. So it can catch down if people react slowly, but I wouldn't recommend doing it for down. For down, just deal like realistically. And even then, yeah, you're not. I guess down is probably the least damage you're gonna get for the side deal like dodges, which is fine. It's still 60 damage, just like that. Okay, in dodge. Yeah, it's just something like that. Okay, up and away. Yeah, you can use the same as the away dodge. This one. And that's another 84 damage. Down and away, you can just deal it. That's 94 damage right there. Down and in. I think just beeline. Yeah, that's 100 damage. God damn, that's a lot of damage. Okay, up and in. You just jump down now, bro. I suck. Yeah, something like that. That's 80 damage right there. And yeah, okay. So those are all the reads. Um, okay. So that's gold to plat. That's all you really need. You need that. Your basic movement options. So learn how to like uh dash hop around. You wanna stay close, by the way. Your main game plan with the weapon will be to stay as close as possible and just don't let them breathe ever. You can keep attacking. And Katana is perfect for this. If you're on the dark side, like if you're dashing in, and if you're just already close, you can just use nlight and dlight a lot. Um, yeah, and if you are going from gold to plat, you don't really have to worry about mix-ups much. They're mainly gonna dodge in or spot dodge, and then if they do anything else, you'll know in game. I would say away or down are like the only two other dodges people do. Sometimes up. So yeah, keep that in mind. Um, don't spam that. This is just this is like a common trap plats fall into on Katars. They will just spam there and they just won't get that much damage, even though there are reads for it. Yeah, don't fall into that trap of using that every situation. If you're Andy and want to use a move, most of the time you want to use that anyway. It has true combos with 5 dex or above, and also you can like mash this move effectively. It's so good. But yeah, all right, plat to diamond. Now, movement is going to be very important here. I would recommend learning dash canceling, which is basically just dashing and then holding the other direction. This is very useful because it's like pressure really fast, like, and you can do other stuff with it. But yeah, you're basically you're pretending you're going all the way here when you're going just here, and like this might get your opponent to throw an attack. It might get spot dodge. It might get them to back away. And there's a lot of options they can do. As an interjection, if you want to watch some guides that explain neutral better, I would highly recommend Stingray's neutral guide. And if you're slightly lower level and don't particularly understand Stingray's video too much, you can watch Zenix Asba's neutral guide. They're both very good, and Katars is like top three. They're probably one of the easiest weapons of neutral in the game. Probably sword is a bit easier, but yeah, it's great. Make sure to understand neutral game while playing this weapon. Anyway, jump jump fast falling or empty hops is also very important for this weapon and for the game, honestly. Um, because you're able to take a position right for Katars there and Katars down there. And also, a lot of people will do grounded moves, especially Plat to Diamond. They will assume you're going to land, so they will do a grounded move, and you can just punish them for it every time. Um, let me see if I can. So, yeah, this combo's still true. Okay, anyway. Um, yeah, so that's canceling and empty hops, very important. You can also do a dash land, dash cancel if you're extremely far away in a big map for whatever reason. Maybe they just pushed you away. This is also another form of pressure because you're threatening going all the way here and instead you're like here. So keep that in mind. Um, Also, another thing, don't dodge too much in while playing while like going around. You can use it sometimes. It can be useful. Something like this can be a bait, but don't use it too much. Also, if you are fighting Katars, that's also very important. If you're fighting any string weapon, it's bad. But if you're fighting Katars, like if you dodge in the air and they catch it while you're in the air, you're like they're guaranteed at least like 60 to 100 damage. Like it's a long day for you. So if you're using this to know how to fight against Katars, then yeah, keep that in mind. Okay, plat to diamond, right? One thing that's very important is people love to dodge after you hit them, right? If you hit them with a true combo, 90% of the time they will dodge. And if they don't, they will do that at least 3 times in a row, where they just will not dodge. But from plat to diamond, either way, they most of the time they will dodge. And one way at the start of the game where you can take advantage of this is by trying to react. So I'm gonna put this on random. That was bad for me, but you can just jump fast forward and catch like look at that 70 damage right there. That's bad. It's like 60 damage right there. But yeah, you get the point. In game, this is also like you'll be warmed up and like you'll know like roughly where your opponent likes to dodge as well. So you can kind of spam this, and even off of side like daylight, you can like you can react to dodges. So, oh, I actually had that like didn't suck. Yeah, like look, 80 damage right there, like just from reaction. Let me wait. But yeah, reacting to dodges is very good. I want you to go into training room, put it on random. What I like to do is when I was proper tryharding this weapon and I really wanted to be good at reacting to dodges, I spent every day 30 minutes in training room just trying to react to dodges every single time. I would have like a YouTube video in the background for 15 minutes, and for 15 minutes I wouldn't. Yeah, and it helped me a lot. So I would recommend doing that. Anyway, okay, so oh, this is gonna be long. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to go over some. Let me go over Ember first. Actually, I'm gonna go over some basic sig reads you're gonna do, which are good on every class like this. So Ember has Satellite Chase Lodge reverse D6, which reverse side six, sorry, which is incredible. Um, like let's say like 130 from the other side of the map, it should still kill. Maybe 140. Yeah, like that is absurd. Like, look how far away I am. Yeah, 130. But either way, so this catches spot dodge. It does not catch up. If they dodge up, just nsig. But yeah, away. I mean, I guess if you like, it doesn't really catch, but you can just do it forward, down, in. Yeah, it's not gonna catch up in a way, but you can just do it forward. Oh, you can't really. I guess you can just delay it. Okay, fair enough. That was awkward. Pretty much any way though, you just do it forward. But yeah, any in or whatever, you just do that. You can also dash, so you can even dash cancel like this, make it easier to catch. But yeah, so that's Ember. This is gonna take a while. Okay, so let's just yeah. Okay, so we got Asuri. Let's uh, let's go over this. So that is sword. All right. So what's a good read on Asuri? I would say the one you'll mainly need is nsig because it's extremely good on this character to catch people off guard. Like you will kill like ridiculously early. Um, so this catches like away, especially like this is a lot of people when they're at the edge, they get scared, especially at this health. So they like try and get away from you. And like yeah, like if you catch this and then like weapon throw them, you're just there's not much they can do. And if they're like say like lower health, then yeah, they just die. It's absurd. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this catches what dodges. Yeah, it even catches like spot dodge if you delay it, which is insane. I'm pretty sure this catches up and away too. It does. Wow, that is incredible. Um, yeah, I don't imagine this catches much else though. Maybe down and away if you're lucky. Oh my goodness, yeah, this is just what an absurd sig. I'm pretty sure Starlight, Delight, nsig also catches some dodges. So let me go look here. I've played a lot, pretty much every Katars character quite a lot. So uh, yeah, like I might even like honestly, I'm just gonna check. Yeah, it doesn't. Definitely catches up in a way. I don't imagine this catches like at all, but yeah. But yeah, either way. Asuri is crazy, by the way. One of the best legends in the game because Sword and Katars is just such a good combo. You get damage with Katars, kill with Sword. Very basic. Alright, anyway. Let's move on to the next character. Uh, alright, Caspian. What a dude. So, I'm just gonna say, and like Nsig here. Um, kills extremely early. Catches a decent amount of dodges. It does not catch up. Uh, and like dash Nsig catches away. And like Nsig catches in. Catches up and away. Catches down and away. Catches down and in. Catches up and in. Just absurd. Alright. Next character. Alright. We already did Ember. Linfei. Linfei. Probably just the same thing as Ember, to be honest. She has like the same similar property with Sideline and Save. It doesn't kill as early, but quite useful. Uh, you can probably wait. You can probably still. Not really. I suppose just walk forward if they like spot dodge or those things. Really good sig. Probably even catches up and in. I think I need to go forward a bit. Either way, that's going to be a common thing you use on a Linfei. Okay, this is once again nlight answer. It just catches a lot. Um, that is not what I wanted to do. For not having a mouse sucks. I need to get more ports. Anyway. This does not catch. That's unfortunate. Yeah, catches away. Catches in. And put it on. There it will kill. Catches up and away. I don't know if it catches down and away. It does not. That's pretty sure. But it catches up and in. It catches like a decent amount of dodges. Uh, who's left? Oh, Lucien. Lucien is literally the exact same thing as Loki. And like instant catches a lot of dodges. And catches down as well. I'm gonna check, but I'm like 99% sure it doesn't catch up. Yeah, just in case. Uh, I already done that right. I'm pretty sure it catches up in the way. Yeah, catches down on the way. Catches down and in. Does not catch up in it, to be fair. But yeah, that's a lot of dodges. Cool. You can also do like with a lot of these characters, you can also do satellite sightseeing, but I'm just going over the ones that I think are more useful on each character individually. Mako is crazy. Mako is absolutely crazy because you can get reads. Like, look at this, right? You can get like confirmed reads. How do I catch them? Like, wait, I think I need to. Is it GC Satellite? I don't particularly remember what it was. I think it is GC Satellite. Let me like put them closer to the corner here. I know for a fact Ratsmi showed like a lot of crazy tech. Yeah, you can like probably like the fucking if I wasn't bad at the game. Yeah, like just 100 damage right there. Like that is absurd, and you can do that with like. I think this even catches up. From like really close. Yeah, like that. Like just what a legend, man. The fact that this works. But obviously, yeah, they need to be like a certain distance where you can catch them with the rest down there afterwards. But they're just absurd character. Absolutely absurd character. Um, Queen Nai. Oh yeah, she has like a soft read for every single sig is a soft read, but I'd say Satellite D sig is like the main one because it just catches everything, like literally except up. But even then, you can just nsig like
Triple knockout.
it just about doesn't catch. But yeah, every single dodge in the game can be caught with Satellite nsig or Satellite D sig. Just just absurd. Um, Sentinel is another one where he basically I'm gonna go over two, which is Satellite Delight into GCD sig and Satellite and like nsig. Um, because yeah, obviously unlike nsig, very normal.
Triple knockout.
But this is still like a lot of dodges and it has like a lot of force. So like yeah, like it kills at like 120. Anyway. It's just ridiculous how many dodges this guy can catch with like barely any effort, dude. Like insane. I think that might be it. Let me see. There's definitely more. I just not thinking of. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Uh, let me go back in Katars and let me put them back into center stage with this not having a mouse, so actually. Okay, boom. Okay, what's next? Okay, so I put talk about the importance of that. Um, it can be used everywhere, literally everywhere. You can use it on stage, off stage, in the air, on the ground, like grounded, you know. Uh, on on 8 decks and above, nair sidelight is true. I don't know if I have anyone set to 8 decks. Let me like check lymph vein. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't. But like, oh, I do. Oh, okay, never mind. But yeah, 8 decks and above, so lymph vein and Loki can get nair sidelight true, which is a 3-piece. Um, insane. Just insane. So if you are playing Lymph or Loki, I'd recommend keeping the main decks because it's absurd that you can get a 3-piece true combo on a weapon which does 80 to 100 damage per read. So yeah. Um. Okay. Another thing with Nair is you can use it like extremely safely. Like even if you're on disadvantage or an advantage, if someone is like behind you, below you, above you, you can use Nair. If they're below you or behind you, if they're below you, they will like this can kill, and it can send them extremely far down depending on their health. Um, so yeah, abuse there. Just abuse this move. Anyway, uh, ground pound into chase dodge down there is confirmed. I don't currently have any footage of this, but trust me, bro. It's from about 40 damage and above. If they don't have a dodge, you can ground pound into chase dodge down there, and then it's a 50-50. You can then set, or I would recommend just going back up and then continue the edge guard with down airs and such. Okay. Narrative recovery, narrative there. Um, these are confirmed with no dodges, depending on what they do, right? So, yeah, depending on how the net sends. If it sends down, narrative that's confirmed. If it sends up, narrative recovery is confirmed. So, yeah. Um, okay. Sideline dealer chase dodge. This thing that I was talking about earlier. Can catch multiple dodges, obviously. So I would say this, and spot dodge are 100% guaranteed to catch. And then if your opponent reacts fairly slow or they delay the dodge, it can also catch down. Another thing is some people will try and attack as you're doing it, and they will miss and get hit by the down air anyway. Um, so that's another thing you should keep in mind. All right, soft reads with Katars. So I got one main one I use, which is sidelight and light jump nair. It catches a fair amount of dodges. Like up is a bit inconsistent, as you can see, but with sidelight and light usually catches. uh, like that. And if it's away, you just chase dodge. It's the same thing, except that you chase dodge now. And then obviously, like before, I was talking about the nair into recovery or nair into down that confirms with no dodge. This is a situation where you can use that. So there you go. Um, yeah, this is just extremely good. Catches so many dodges. Um, it's a bit like spear and satellite into nair, right? It's the same concept. But yeah, you can get so much damage just from getting a bit lucky with nair. But yeah, that's important. Use that a lot. If you don't want to react and you feel like go for a soft read, that's important. Yeah. Uh, talk about using momentum cancel dodges and disadvantage state. Yeah, so this isn't particularly just guitars. Against any weapon, uh, to make disadvantage state a lot more safe for yourself and easier for yourself, you can cancel a dodge. So for example, this is an away dodge with no canceling. This is a cancelled away dodge. Um, let's see if I can go back. As you can see, my character's back instead of like. Let me see if I can find it. Instead of here, where they just keep drifting forwards. You can basically just drift in the other direction. What this will help you do is for dodgers to be harder to catch. If they go for like a read, an instant read, uh, it will not catch most of the time. So they will have to react to the dodge, or like do something else. So yeah, use that in disadvantage state. This is for any weapon that you're holding. It's just disadvantage state. It's important. Please do it. Okay. 2K to 2200. Um, what am I going to talk about here? Okay, I'm going to give a brief overview of how you want to fight every weapon. So starting with Lance and Blasters, your main thing will be trying to stay extremely stacked and not getting hit by the stacked moves. So Lance, what they will want to do to you is if you are staying stacked on top of them, using like just being extremely annoying with nlight and nair, they will try and delight you a lot, if they are good at the game. So be wary of that. But yeah, same with blasters. They will try and GC delight or like jump fast for nair, jump down air, something like that. Um, this also applies to hammer to a certain extent. You can stay in the same area, which is like on top of them slash the 90-degree angle. Um, hammer is a bit harder to fight because it's it's a lot harder to punish because the moves are so big that by the time you can be in position to punish them, they can already back away or dodge or hit attack again. So those three are probably the easiest weapons. Gauntlets has a fairly easy matchup because your moves just over prioritize them and are faster. So keep that in mind. Also, they are Gauntlets is just horrible if they are in the air, if they are above you, no matter what weapon you're playing, and you have like nair and recovery. So keep that in mind. Um, Cannon is fairly easy to fight if you can stay close as well because it has a lot of dead zones and it just has horrible neutral and Katars has amazing neutral. So if you can just keep them, if you can just never let them be in advantage state, and just you can just destroy them extremely easily. They can't escape the disadvantage state. They can't really fight. fight you in neutral very well. So that's very easy. Something like spear is your moves are faster, but spear has more priority and are bigger. So like for example, spear nair is a bigger Katars nair, but Katars nair is faster spear nair. Um, I would recommend just try not to get ruled off by nlight and Ser. So once again, stay extremely close. You will notice that the main game plan with this weapon is against any weapon is to stay extremely close or to force them to come close to you, depending on how you want to play. If you want to play extremely aggressive, you can just pressure them, be like right on top of them. If you want to play like extremely passive, just wait for them to come to you, then hit them. Boots, I don't really know. For me, the matchup is fine. I just sort of stay here. Not many people use boots now as much as they should. So yeah. Bow is ridiculously hard to fight with Katars because if they can keep you in the air, you basically can't do anything. It's a bit like gauntlets, where you just if you're stuck in the air against bow, it's the same thing with spear, but bow is just better because it has bow and light, and bow recovery, which just covers so much area. And then if you're anywhere near them, if you're like closer to them here, this there, if you're if you're trying to go below them, they can down air you. If you're right above them, they can like they just have so many options of keeping you in the air. So against bow, you just want to stay on the ground. You want to stay glued to the ground. You don't really want to go to the air too much. You want to try bully them with nlight and try and read and stuff. Um, Let me think. Sword. Sword has is better in neutral than Katars, but Katars just gets more damage per engagement if you so just keep that in mind. Orb is you can just stay extremely close to them, and it is now easier to punish what they do with the patch notes, so you can more reliably punish their moves. I've definitely missed some weapons here, but I didn't put every weapon down. So if you have any questions about a specific weapon matchup, I can help you in the comments. So let me know. Okay, so this is a concept not many people talk about, but it is something I noticed where after you catch a dodge, the second dodge that they do will always be the same. So if they do a dodge and then another dodge in all three stocks, the second dodge that they do will usually be very similar. This is 22 to 2450, by the way. This is what I put down. So what the thing I mainly noticed was because I used to abuse this thing. Well, not like that, bro. I suck at this game. Yeah, so I used to abuse this, and then right afterwards, a lot of people would either dodge down and away, sorry, or up, and it was pretty much guaranteed to be one of those two. I'm not exactly sure why. Down and in is like the easiest dodge, where if you do the chase dodge read, where they can catch you and hit you, and up is like, I guess it's just safe. It doesn't get hit by the chase dodge read, so they want to do it. But yeah, people have habits for second dodge as well as the first dodge, So that's very important. How can you abuse this? You just know what the second dodge is. You do the first, you read the first dodge, you get your read, and then the next time you read another dodge, the second dodge will always be, well, like 90% chance be the exact same, if they're not like 2600 and above, I would say. Um, but yeah, extremely important. Okay, now I want to talk about why you use nair more than dare. Even if both is an option, like for example, they just missed a move and you have dare and nair as an option, nair is still, I would recommend using it more. First of all, it's more damage. It's about like down is about 8 damage if you're lucky. Nair is about 10 to 11. It's more damage. There's two combos, so a lot more damage if you get that. And also, uh, in red, there's a lot of situations where you'll nair someone and like they won't dodge. They will refuse to dodge because they do not want to get caught out with no dodge in the air against Katars. So if you can predict this, this is usually good players. So anyone above like 2500, even 2400s do this. Like a lot of pro players do this. So this is just a free kill. It's just like completely a free kill. They can't do anything about it. Um, because they won't expect it. So if you're both one stock red, you do a nair, and they just get sent up. Just recovery. I've used this quite a lot as well in ranked and tournament sets. It's just extremely good. Um, you can abuse it. Um, okay, some offstage stuff. So down air, right? I don't current. Maybe I will try and find some clips of this to edit in. If I don't, I'm sorry. But basically, in or around above 2300, I would say. After down air, everyone decides to fast fall because down air into Ser catches. It's just like it's scary. This is if they have no dodge, by the way. So if they have no dodge, you down air and you hit them, everyone will fast fall. And the way to catch that is by doing chase touchdown stuff. But yeah, so you just chase touchdown set and that will catch. This works against pro players as well. Pretty much every pro player fast falls after down. So yeah, keep that in mind. Um, okay, I want to talk about confidence real quick. So you have to be confident while playing this weapon because if you're not confident, you lose. You keep a lot on the table. So you have to be confident enough to stay close without trying to go far away as soon as you lose neutral a few times. Um, because this is just the best state Kadas can be in, which is being extremely close to your opponent. Because you can make them feel like they cannot breathe at all. Because you've got nair, which is just it basically keeps the weapon together. No matter what they do, you have nair in your disposal. Um, so yeah, stay close to your opponent. Don't be afraid. Never be afraid of your opponent with Kadas, pretty much. Um, and the thing I was thinking about, like no matter what they do, you can do nair. If someone decides to cross you up, you got nair. If you decide to cross someone up, you got nair. If they don't dodge in neutral, you've got Katar's nair. If they jump in neutral, you've got nair and recovery. Uh, you can juggle your opponent with nair and recovery. Uh, yeah, and also off stage you've got ground pound chasers down there, which is also another thing with sorry, down air chasers down there, which is another thing with confidence because if you miss, you will obviously just die. But people in the sea are always fast also. Keep that in mind. In or around this elo and above, people will start catching you out heavily from mashing. So try not to double with every single time. Um, you can mix up with not doing another attack and just waiting or backing away, going back into neutral. So yeah, keep that in mind. Don't fish for kills. Take the opportunity if it is given. Reading SIGs into kills is very important. This is why I showed a lot of the SIG combos with characters because you never want to fish for kills on this weapon. By the way, ground recovery is very good, especially to catch whiffs. One bad thing about it is it can get over prioritized by any move, any grounded move, but if they whiff and you've got a free punish and they're like super dark red, you can goddamn Linfey has no strength. Yeah, you can kill them. But yeah, don't fish for kills. You can build up damage with Nair. And Nair into recovery is an option, obviously, if they decide to not use their dodge. This is the thing. Someone called Ivan, right? he recommends using a lot of weapon throws, pretty much whatever weapon you have. But against Katars, with Katars, it also works. Like if they're red, you can just bully them with weapon throws. Yeah, it's just good. Um, Another thing with Katars is it has extremely good frame data, so you can play quick. You don't need to like be extremely slow with the weapon. You can do whatever you want. Like, you have a lot of faster moves. It's just great.
Triple knockout.
Um, this is just a general tip, but it is very important to be able to react to your own decision making. If you have an idea, that's cool, but it doesn't mean you have to go through with it if you know the idea is not going to happen. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So, um, I hope this was useful to somebody. I just put basically everything I know about Katars into one video. Um, so yeah, this was completely unscripted, and this is the first time I've ever made a video, so I started a lot and stuff, but I hope you enjoyed it, guys. See ya.